Hello everyone, welcome to this month's video. This month I'm going to talk a little bit about using sponges and ink pads to create backgrounds. So the first thing you need to do is to choose your color palette. So for this one I've chosen Soft Seafoam, Granny Apple Green, and Old Olive. So this is a green combination, and all of these greens have some yellow undertones rather than mixing blue-based greens and yellow-based greens. So the easiest thing, I think, is to start with your lightest color. And then you just need a piece of cardstock, white or very vanilla, whichever you like, and a sponge. This is clean. It looks dirty, but it's actually clean. And you have a couple of choices. You can start in the middle with your lightest color and do like just a center and then work out with the darker colors. Or you can start on the edge with the lighter color and then work up with your darker. It's totally dependent on what the final look you want. So I'm going to ink up my sponge, but I want to start off the actual cardstock. Otherwise you'll get a big splat of color where you don't want it. So starting off, I'm going to do some swirls. Now this is a super light color, so it's going to take a little bit of building up before we actually start to see it. And we're just going to keep going until we've got some color started there. And I just did the corner. And then with a clean sponge, we're going to go to our next color, which is Granny Apple Green. And we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to start a little higher up here. So we're not going over. We're only part that we're actually going over is just right at the edge, so that you don't have a super delineated mark on where your edge is. And then we'll go to our final color, which is Old Olive. Kind of keep working that. You can turn your paper. And this does take a little bit of elbow grease and a little bit of patience. And then if I wanted, I could actually go back and start and do another line of the lighter color, or however I wanted the variegated look to be in the end. So I have some cards made with some different color combinations to show you, just some ideas of things that you can do. This one is a very simple card. And what I did with that one is this is where I cut that circle out of. So I actually started with the yellow and kind of did the yellow in the center and then worked out with the different oranges and reds. So it's sort of like a sunset look. Another idea is to do it in lines. So I actually started with the blue in the center and then did a lighter purple and then a darker purple and kind of did it that way, and then stamped directly on top of it so that you have really just a nice background. And then this one, I did the whole piece, and there's actually 3 different colors in here. And so it's just very lightly sponged, just different swirls of different colors all put together. And then I just stamped slightly darker ink for the images on top. Makes a really soft card. And then lastly, you can do a piece of background and then you can cut out shapes or images. I stamped these leaves on here and then cut them out and then put them on the card so that the leaves now have kind of a variegated look. And then you could also use this negative piece with some pattern paper or something in the back for another card. So I hope that gives you some ideas how you can use sponges and ink to make some really nice backgrounds. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.